The tea is piping hot today. Hey guys, it's Jess from She's the Posh. Welcome back. And today we're going to be talking all about how Poshmark did me dirty. I make videos every Wednesday and Sunday, all design and fashion related. I love sharing with you all my tips and tricks. If that is something you're into, please remember to subscribe below and ring that bell. Okay, let's get started. So we're just gonna have a new rant. I have a feeling like just like real love, when you have a brand or a store or something like that, they're always, when you have a true love with someone, there's always gonna be a time where they disappoint you and they kind of break your heart. And you kind of hope that they're going to like say they're sorry or, try to win you back, just like a true love story. But this is not that story. I was just really, really disappointed with how everything was handled with this. And I have to share this tea with you. I have to be like, it's a little negative, but I want to share this with you. Get your thoughts. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm being over dramatic? So I love Poshmark. If you don't know what Poshmark is, it's an app that you can use to like sell your own items. What I like to, it's like kind of like a Depop or something like that. And I just like it because you can just post pictures of your items. They take 20% of your sales, but it's a huge platform and people can search and you can find really great deals on designer pieces. If your item's over $500, it's free shipping and Poshmark will authenticate those pieces for you for free, which I love. I love having that added. Whereas some other platforms, they don't authenticate and then you have to pay for that authentication yourself, or there's problems with returns. And I've never really had a problem with returns with Poshmark. However, you can only return an item if it isn't described properly, if it is damaged, or if it is unauthentic or fake. So that has happened to me before. I have a video I'll put down that I got a vintage bag. I thought it was real, got it authenticated to be fake, so I had to return it. So I've never really had a problem returning things. Also, I don't return things unless it follows one of those categories. So that's a hit. So I was on Poshmark, and one of the things I like to do is there's some items that are on my, if I find it a really good price, wish list. Like I have my wish list, and then I have, things that I want to try out or brands, and if I can find it for a great price, I will. So for an example, my Chanel that I put in my January favorites, Chanel medallion tote. That has been something on like, if I can find that for a great price, I'm gonna get it. And I ended up finding it on Poshmark. I paid a little over $500 for it. It ended up being less than that because I actually sold some of my items that I wasn't using. So it ended up costing me $300 because you can actually use the credit for items you sell. You can put that towards something else, which is what I love to do to save myself some coin. So again, I still love the platform. Obviously it's true love. I've had some experiences with things weren't described right. So I've taken pictures, I've disputed it, I send it to Poshmark within like a day or two. I get some confirmation to send it back. I've never really been refused. I had one other time where there was a shoe debacle where I got a shoe that I didn't believe was the right designer, didn't have the mark on it and all that stuff. And they sided with the seller, but then eventually they sided with me and gave me my money back. So I've never been like denied. So you can kind of see where this is going. So I had a particular Chloe bag. So you know that I have a love affair with Chloe Faye. I really like the Chloe Faye backpack in the small size. I've been debating whether to get that, but if you know anything about designer bags, you know that Chloe bags, they really depreciate. They don't hold their value. So I never buy Chloe bags new full price. I always get them secondhand and for the best price. And the Chloe Faye backpacks are they've been on sale on many different platforms. And I had recently saw it on TJ Maxx, which I've never bought luxe items from TJ Maxx. I'm a little weary about doing that, but I saw one in this beautiful light pink color in the small size, and it was going for around $750. So I thought about, maybe I should go ahead and get that. And then I have some of these Chloe bags on my wish list with Poshmark. So let's say I see a bag that's on my wish list I'm interested in, I can add it to favorites, and then the buyer can send me an offer, or when they discount it, I will get notified that it has been discounted. So that happened with this bag around the same time I was about to purchase this other one. I liked the pink color, but I was, wasn't sure because it isn't a common color. That's things with TJ Maxx. You will get colors that are not like as popular. That's how they're getting the bag. So I decided when they offered me this bag, it was listed new with tags. It was in the Maudie Gray. It is a small Chloe backpack. And she had offered me, I think it was like $750 roughly. She had it listed at $900, sent me an offer of $750, and with it being $750, you have like tax added to that. And so I'd be getting closer to like $800 for it. So I figured if she would give me a price similar or a little bit less than what the TJ Maxx price was, I was gonna buy from her because I like buying from Poshmark to support like my homegirls, like support someone that is trying to sell something out of their closet that isn't working for them. They get the money, and they also get more money than they would if they sold to Fashionphile, because Fashionphile are selling these bags for right around $800, and they are gonna give you way like less than that so that they can sell it. So I figured it's a win for her, it's a win for me. So I put in an offer around $650. She ended up countering at $665, and I accepted, which made it a little over, with tax, a little over $700. I'm gonna say it was like $725. So a little bit under the $750 that I was going to pay for the TJ Maxx, and I got a color that I liked better. So I thought it was a win. It went through the authentication process. It was authenticated. I had no problem with that. The only thing with, when I look at these sellers, she is a seller that's been around a while. She had good reviews, but she hasn't really sold many luxe pieces, and that should have been a red flag for me. She's not selling luxe pieces, but you don't see the negative comments. There are no negative comments allowed to be like posted for the reviews, which I think there should be. Like there should be something where I can tell if this girl has done something like this before. So I get the bag. I'm super excited about the bag. Let me show you. And here it is. And it actually had a Jimmy Choo authentication card in the bag, which I just thought was super weird. It was wrapped up. The price is right here. It's usually like $1,800. But again, these are all on sale now. Like this won't be these are all been discounted. Usually you can get these around $800, $900, but new, because this is the small size, and the small size is, a backpack version. And you have the strap, and I really like this gray color, but again, it's a lighter color. I didn't want to pay tons of money for it because I know that this is eventually going to get all it's gonna get messy, but it's just super cute. So I decided like if I found a good price on it, that I was gonna snatch it up. So I get this bag out. I do the same thing like everyone does. You inspect it, you look at it, you're like, okay, it looks new. You open it up, you look at the inside, everything looked good. But then your girl tries on the bag, and it literally falls off my back because the strap, as you see right here, this is the thing that you put in there, is broken. So she included the piece right here, but as you can see, it's broken. It was not like it fell off my back. I was so confused. Oh my goodness. Like I didn't think it was the seller at first. I saw that, I'm like, this must have got broken while they were handling it. Something must have happened, all that stuff. So then I go ahead and I look back in the pictures. I'm like, did she say this was broken? And I just didn't read the description properly. And I look back, and nowhere the description says it's broken. It is listed new with tags. And new with tags means that not just that tags are attached, it means it has never been used. It is in pristine condition. That is how this was described to me. So it is not in pristine condition. It is broken, even though it has the part, even though I can maybe get this repaired. It was also missing, if you look back here, there are two like leather pieces right here, and there's only one leather piece on the strap, and this only came with one leather strap thing here, which I guess is not the end of the world, but again, it's missing a piece. So I was kind of like disappointed by that. I mean, there's nothing else wrong with it except that it's broken. Part of what Poshmark says that I can return this item if it is not described properly or something is broken with it. Right? Like that is what's listed. I'm gonna have all the receipts right here that shows you like what their policy is. So this follows under both policies. One, it was not described correctly. It was described as new with tags, and obviously there are tags attached, but it is not in pristine condition. It is not new. It is also broken. And so it falls under that category, that it is broken. So I just listed, I said, listen, this is broken. It wasn't described. And I looked back at the pictures, and there was a picture of her like pointing at the strap like this. And this piece, the broken piece right here. So this piece right here was kind of in the background of the picture. And you can kind of see that piece there, but she's showing me like this, like the strap like this, pointing at it. I had no idea that anything was broken. I'm looking at the strap. I see the piece on the table. Like she So she took a picture of it, but really didn't. Like, it was in the background on the table. How? I did not see that as broken because it was listed new with tags. It should never have been listed new with tags. So I didn't even notice that that piece was on the table. So for some reason, I guess Poshmark thought that was good enough information for me to have known that it was broken. So then I had to wait a week for this resolution. I'm waiting. I'm like, geez, like, I don't understand what's taking so long. It is obvious to me. It's obvious to you that this is not, like, I should be able to return this, right?
Like, I'm not crazy.
So then I get this. They said, will you take a $50 Posh credit? They said, so, because they figure, you know, I'm gonna I could get this repaired, right? Well, I'm kind of over this now. I'm mad. It's broken. I could have got this brand new somewhere else and not had to deal with this. And I said, no, I want to return this. It's broken. Like, what if something else goes wrong with this bag? It's obviously a faulty bag, right? There's obviously, you know, what if other things go wrong with this? I lost confidence in this bag because it's broken, and apparently she never used it. So if straps are just falling off this particular bag and she's never used it, then obviously I have lost confidence in this bag. So I want to return it. And so I refuse. I'm like, I don't want that. And then I wake up yesterday morning and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, seriously, they made me wait another few days. I hadn't heard anything. And I look and it says that this was delivered. They automatically delivered it. They gave the girl her money and they said this did not qualify for a return under their policy. And I was just like, what? What are you talking about? It was listed incorrectly. It is broken. So I sent them a really nice love message that said, like, basically I told them I was heartbroken. Like, I don't normally return tons of things. When I return things, it falls under those categories. I'm never mean about it. I don't throw the buyer on the bus. I don't say, like, this girl was shady.
Because this girl was freaking shady.
She was shady. She took pictures of the stuff but didn't say that there was something broken with it. I had no idea that that little gold piece right there had anything to do with this bag. Like, how was I to know that? And it's just like, so I guess they thought since there was a picture, I should have just known better. And it just really brought my confidence down in the Poshmark platform. I wrote to them and I just said, I'm so disappointed. I'm so heartbroken. Like, obviously, I mean, this should be obvious to you because it's obvious to me. It's obvious to you guys that this should be a return. And even though, like, you know, sometimes these things happen, like sometimes, you know, you'll get bags that are broken. Sometimes sellers will be a little shady like this, but I always thought Poshmark was going to protect me. Like, I always felt like, you know, they had my back. Stuff that got sent to me that was not authentic, I got to authenticate myself. I shared that with them. They said, girl, we have your back. Go ahead and send that back. You know, like, I felt like they had my back. But right now, I mean, this is like, I know it's first world problems, but this was $700 purchase. You know, the other purchases that I had problems with were like, you know, $100 or less. This is $700. And it is obvious. And then you're just like, no, doesn't fall under that category. I mean, you saw this bag. Like, you had people inspect this bag who saw that it was broken when they got it. You know, like, you know it was broken and sent to you broken. And you know it was listed as not broken. So I'm just like, again, I just be weary. I'm probably not going to be buying much on the Poshmark platform right now. I'm just a little taken back. What I'm going to do with this bag is I'm just going to get it repaired. I looked up, there's a shoe repair place. I'm going to see if they can repair it since I have the piece. And then I'm just going to end up selling this to like Fashion File or something like that. And I'm going to lose tons of money on it. Like, I'm probably going to get maybe $300 for this bag, even though it's new. Even though the tags are attached, like, I got to tell them, hey, by the way, this was repaired. So yeah, I'm going to be out like $300 and it sucks. But I got a $50 Posh credit that I'm probably never going to use. It's just, rant is over. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think I'm being dramatic. Let me know if something like this has happened to you. And, you know, let's just spill this tea together and let me know any of your experiences that you have. Have you been heartbroken by some of the brands or platforms, department stores that you have once loved? And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again. Bye, guys.